Hey there, this is Please Remain Heated, the theme park debate show where every episode we pit two iconic theme park offerings against each other and head-to-head to see which one comes out on top. I am your host, Carter Morgan, and I'm joined here by my other host and brother, Davis Morgan. How are you doing, Davis?
I'm doing good. At the time of recording this, Carter and I, we've been on a 2-week break for this podcast because we've both been to Disneyland, not together,
Yes.
but oscillating weeks. I went for my wife's birthday, so it was just the two of us, and it was our first trip together since being married. So
fun. Yeah, we the grand irony of this podcast is we took a somewhat substantial break to go to Disneyland. Yeah, we went. Yeah, Lydia and I took all the kids, and mom and dad came with us, which was fun.
Awesome.
So they were there for the first day and a half, and it was fun because we surprised the boys. They didn't know. We just told them we were going to grandma's house, and they didn't notice all the suitcases in the car, I guess.
They never do. I never did growing up either. I don't know how, but I don't know how they surprised us, but they managed to do it.
Do you remember one time they surprised us, and it was fun? It was like a treasure hunt, and it ultimately ended at the closet. Do you remember this one?
Yeah, and there were Disney dollars in there, right?
Like Disney dollars hanging on fishing lines, so it looked like they were floating. And we're like, whoa! We just snatched it. We're like, Disney dollars. Thanks, mom and dad. And they're like,
where do you spend those Disney dollars? Oh, that was our old. That was at our house in the cul-de-sac. I guess both of them were cul-de-sacs, but
yeah. Anyway, what were you saying?
Yeah, I really enjoyed our trip. We were there. Originally, we had planned to go for 3 days. We were going to go Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. But in the airport, we were just like, let's just go on Wednesday, too. Might as well. So we went for 4 days. We figured we would just go for 3 because on Tuesday, we did Sweethearts Night. So we were there. We got there at 8 a.m. and we stayed until 1 a.m. So it was 17 hours or something. But then we just went right. We went back. We started at California Adventure the next day, and I think we went at noon or something. The rest of the days we didn't bother getting there right at open, so it was just that first day we got there right at open. But we stayed till close every day, except for the last day where we left an hour-ish early, just because it's been a long time after Fantastic.
I love when you do those spontaneous ones. I did that a couple years ago where we went, and it was we flew in, and I think we landed at 11, and this was one where Lydia didn't come because we had really little kids, and so it was Nathan, one of my my childhood best friend, and his daughter, so he came with us, and I just took the two oldest boys. Anyhow, but we landed at 11, and we were gonna have to kill time in the hotel all day, but it was California Adventure was doing a deal for $50 tickets.
Oh wow.
And we were like, you know what, let's just go, and that was fun.
Well, I know. I made sure our flight. I made sure we flew in late on Monday, and we flew out early the day we left because I was like,
nice.
It does if you're there and you have an awkward amount of time. I saw Disney World right now is doing. If you get at least 4 days, they just give you 2 extra days. It's
really?
Crazy. Yeah.
Universal used to do that. It was a 3-day ticket and a 6-day ticket were the exact same cost because no one ever stayed more than 3 days.
Yeah.
Or 2 days, I guess.
Now they got rid of that deal, I'm sure.
Yeah, with Epic Universe.
Yeah, but no, it was we gamed the Lightning Lane system. Thanks to Dad for telling us that you can essentially play the slot machine on it to get to and we used every Lightning Lane, at least that we wanted to do, every single day. And we were I remember there was one day where we got to California Adventure was absurdly busy the entire time we were there. I think because of the Lunar New Year stuff, which is really cool to see. There's some really good food there that we had because of that. But and we got there 2 p.m. and every half decent ride had over an hour wait. I think it was Ariel's was at 45 minutes, which is just it's horrifying. And I think we just did with Lightning Lane. We did Guardians and then Goofy Sky School and then Incredicoaster and Toy Story all in a row, all just getting the Lightning Lane in the line for the next one. And we finally got on Goofy Sky School. It rained a lot when we were there, so it was always closed down, which made it the best Lightning Lane pass to have, because if you get shut down when you have a Lightning Lane, they give you a free one for pretty much any other ride. So we just abused that over and over again to get more Lightning Lanes. But I was joking. I was saying, why does Disney bother making these really immersive, cool technology, just insane e-ticket rides when they could just build Goofy Sky Scroll, I'll have a 75-minute wait anyway. I don't know why that ride's so popular. It's pretty fun, like a one-timer.
It's because it loads about 3 people a minute. Like
that's the same with Roger Rabbit. I was like, why is the line here always long? And I get to the loading, I'm like, what is this? Like they would never make this today.
Yeah. We took Peter, he's our 4-year-old, on Guardians of the Galaxy. And he was so pumped the whole line, and he had a great time. And about and he was doing okay for like the first half, and about 3/4 of the way through the actual ride, he's just like, Dad, I don't like this ride. I'm like, oh. And he requested, he said, Dad, can we just do rides with no raccoons? So
that was the scary part.
That was the scary part. Yeah.
You're like, don't take that boy on Tiana's, because there's raccoons for days on that one. We also went on Tiana's. We got to go on it 3 times because it was like raining the entire time, so it's never wait. So there's one day where it was really rainy, like before, like it was like rained until like 3, and so we just did it right before we went back to the hotel because we had Blue Bayou reservations at like 4:30.
Nice.
So we like went on it twice in a row, got even more soaked than we already were, then went back and changed and came back, and it was all dry, which was great. But we'll probably have to talk about that in an episode. And I do have to say, this is my first, like, I don't think I would change my score on it, but I will say I was more impressed with Matterhorn than I think I was giving it credit when we talked about it. I really
interesting.
I
do love Matterhorn.
We went on it a bunch of times, and I really quite enjoyed my experience there.
Matterhorn it'll get to go up against another ride one day.
And I realized that, in my opinion, Mickey and Minnie's in Disneyland, the line is better, the ride is worse. Notably, the transition at the end and the
yes, I was paying attention to that too. It's
way less cool.
Yeah. So
it's like magic in Disney World, and it's like it's very. In Disneyland, it's just like, oh, they changed the projections. In Disney World, things are like folding up and doing weird things. Yes. It's super cool.
I was shocked because paying attention to it when I was in Disneyland, and I was like, what? Like, this is way less intricate than the Disney World one. So, cool. I agree. Cooler line, worse ride. Anyhow, let's talk about this week's rides. We got Jungle Cruise versus Kilimanjaro Safaris. Genuinely curious how this winds up.
Do you prefer Mother Nature's life she's given us, or do you prefer cold metallic reality?
Jungle Cruise. Do you have any memories of this growing up?
Okay. I mean, we went on this one a lot growing up. I was not a huge fan of this one growing up.
Neither was I.
But we always went on it. I do remember liking the Disney World version, especially the first time we went on it, because there's a cool like temple scene you go through, which is like super cool. Like, oh wow, I didn't know they had that here. The memory that I have of this, that it's not really even a memory, but our Uncle Ben, who's our Imagineer uncle, he works in Paris Disneyland right now, but he lived in Irvine for a long time. He's got kids that are their oldest kid's 2 years younger than me, is our brother Parker's age, and like then there's 3 kids younger than him, probably like spaced about 2 years apart. But Ian and Jake are the oldest ones. I don't mean to dox them, but they were notoriously afraid of like every ride when they were kids. Yeah. I remember going to Disneyland once, and they were coming along, and they were like probably like 11 and 9, or I don't know how old they would have been or something, but they did not want to go on the Jungle Cruise because they were afraid of the piranhas, which is the most. Ian and Jake, I hope you're not listening. That's the most embarrassing thing I've ever heard in my life. They've certainly learned their lessons now. They're going all the rides now. But that to me is just like, I was telling Cassie about that while we were on our trip. I was like, that's just insane. Jungle Cruise was closed for us. Was it closed for you guys too?
You know what? We just didn't go on it.
Oh yeah.
I enjoy Jungle Cruise. Like if Jungle Cruise was like a 10-minute wait, I would get on it. But I always find Jungle Cruise as like a 25 or 30-minute wait. Yeah. And I think I would go on it more if I didn't have all my kids in tow.
Yeah.
But because and we'll talk about it with the queue, but like it's a pretty cramped switchback queue.
Yeah.
It's tough to maneuver a bunch of kids in it. Yeah. As far as Jungle Cruise memories, we loved and still love the backside of water joke.
Yeah.
That's I remember liking that as a kid, and I remember liking that Dad liked that, like thinking that the fact that he thought it was funny was really neat to me as a kid.
It's a very dad ride.
Yes, it is.
My dad.
That is one where like if I I know like John Lasseter like wanted to be a skipper on Jungle Cruise, or was a skipper on the Jungle Cruise, and then like when he became like chief creative of Disney, like he would leverage his abilities, his power to like conduct the Jungle Cruise. I would like to do that. I would like to one day be so famous and powerful. Listeners, make that happen. Keep listening to this
I
podcast.
would like to exploit my power to do anything I want.
The Jungle
I want to exploit my power so they give me a score of 50 million on Buzz Lightyear, and it always stays up on the leaderboard.
I'm Daddy's special boy.
That is another thing unrelated. I did get my best Buzz Lightyear score ever. I got like 134,000, which I've never. Or, sorry, 834,000.
It's not that hard to get.
I came so close to hitting the cap. I found the best way to score as many points as possible is to have zero fun on the ride. Just sit and hit the same target over and over again. You don't even experience the ride.
No, the best way is what we said in our Buzz Lightyear episode, where you got to figure out exactly how far back your buddy needs to be to cause a scene, so you're in front of Zurg's secret target.
And the main reason I even score that much is because we got stuck in the Zurg room. If I had it locked in, it would have been crazy, but I only hit it like 4 times.
What about Kilimanjaro Safaris?
This is another one that like I don't like memories of. It's hard to say, you know, like I remember riding this one at least once when we went as a family. Definitely rode this one with Cassie when we went together. I guess it's when we visited you in Florida when you worked for Disney. I remember me and her went on this. I've always liked zoos. I really loved the zoo growing up when I was little. I remember like wanting to go to the Oregon Zoo a lot. And like,
You've
I think
always
when
been
you're
a fan of captivity. I remember that about you.
I love seeing things subjugated, especially if they feel like they should be free, you know. And so I remember like wanting to go to I remember as a little kid like putting like the zoo and Disneyland up on like the same tier and just not realizing the zoo was like a 30-minute drive away and 10 times cheaper. But I still enjoy this. I just like seeing animals. I think it's cool. I still love it. I'm a big fan. I love Animal Kingdom for that reason. I love the little animal trails you can go on.
And there's hardly ever anyone on them.
Yeah.
So you can spend like as much time as you want looking at those animals.
And you see some cool animals. You can see some gorillas or meerkats. Tigers are always my favorite.
We were there
like
when they had
spider room that I literally cannot walk into because I'm deathly afraid of them. I have to like stop myself.
When we went and saw when they had the baby gorilla one time, which was so cute.
Harambe Jr.
Harambe Jr. I was just, you know what? I was just watching videos about Harambe the other night. I don't know why.
It's your weekly Harambe tribute.
Or we would call him the King of Games.
King
I don't know why we call Harambe the King of Games. Kilimanjaro Safaris for me, I have 2 memories of it. One, and actually these both kind of relate. So I guess one when Lydia had never been to Disney World until I got my internship with Disney. And so we went together, you know, and lived out in Florida. And then that converted to a full-time job after. But anyhow, and so I remember this being one of the rides I was most excited to show her because it's so unlike anything Disney has ever built, unless you count the Jungle Cruise. And I remember just being very excited to show her something on this scale. And I also remember that being one of the things I was most excited about when we went to Disney World for the first time as kids, because we always went to Disneyland. Just like this ride held almost kind of like a mythical place in my head. I was like, what do you mean? Like it's real animals. And to me, I remember reading as a kid about how they had basically designed the safari. Like the animals cannot get to you. There's all sorts of like moats
like
you
moats,
can't see. But they do an excellent job of making it so that you can't tell that they're actually confined. And that as a kid was super, super cool to me. So I think in both ways they kind of exemplify that like this is like a crazy ride. It's crazy that they built this. And it's also crazy if you ever look at a map that like this ride is like the size of the rest of Animal Kingdom put together.
It's giant. It's interesting because I feel like Jungle Cruise, I don't know if this was the original ethos when building Jungle Cruise. It probably wasn't, but it's like, to me, it's always been like, oh, Jungle Cruise is like almost like a safari experience, but you'll always see the animals because they're never running away from you. Versus in Kilimanjaro Safari, sometimes you might not see certain animals if they're, because I think they'll have areas where they can get out of the line of sight of humans and stuff. I think they're pretty good to the animals. At least I've heard they're pretty good. I think a lot of them are like rescued or like, you know, rehabilitation animals for one reason or another, which makes you feel a little bit better.
Well, let's talk about both of these. As far as what they both have in common, I just have here, they're both present in Disney World, and they both feature animals to exactly the same effect. As far as Jungle Cruise goes, you're right. There is some truth that Walt wanted this to be actual animals, and was just he was dissuaded because, one, like, how are you going to fit them all? How are you going to take care of them all? But also part of it was guests not getting to experience the animals every single time, and so that, combined with his interest in animatronics, led to the birth of the Jungle Cruise. Jungle Cruise is present at Disneyland, Disney World, Tokyo, and Hong Kong. I have here, this is a beef I have. If you search Jungle Cruise on Google, the Wikipedia page for the movie appears above the ride.
I know, I had to search up Jungle Cruise Disneyland to get it, so that's
outrageous.
The hit movie.
Yeah, it's an opening day Disneyland attraction. I found out the water depth of this ride is 5 feet. I did not know that. I found out, well, I've known this for a while, but I'm going to spoil it for any of you guys. They're not actually driving the boat. I'm sorry. The boat is on a rail. And I also found out that the Hong Kong Disneyland ride is actually very, very different. So one, it provides guests with 3 different language options, each with its own queue, which I thought was crazy.
Interesting. Cool.
This is from the Wikipedia article describing the finale. It says, in the rocky canyon, the boat stops near 2 unusual rock formations that look like faces, revealed by the skipper to be the fire god and the water god, who constantly feud over their differences. The fire god sets the river ablaze, while the water god vomits a water bomb, causing the flames to die and the whole canyon to become a cloud of steam.
My goodness.
That's pretty crazy.
It's insane.
I guess it's very different in Hong Kong. I'll have to catch it one day. For Kilimanjaro Safaris, I found out there's 26 different kinds of animals. This is only present in Disney World. Yes, like I said, Walt actually wanted to use real animals for the Jungle Cruise, and I'm not sure who talked him out of that. But this is ultimately the manifestation of his vision. This ride only operates until sunset, so that's an extra point for the Jungle Cruise there. This attraction did used to have a story where you were, there was Big Red and Little Red. It was like there were 2 elephants, and the mother elephant had been captured by poachers. During cast member previews, there was a dark ending where at the end you encountered the corpse of Big Red, and it was like, sorry, we were too late, folks. I was like, what is going on?
Horrifying.
So it proved too shocking for families and children. And now there's no story. We're gonna actually talk about that we have a whole section dedicated where we talk about story. We've got some fan predictions this week. As always, we announced the matchup at the end of the episode, and you can leave a comment in the YouTube comments or the Spotify comments with your prediction about what you think the score for next week will be. It's 11 points, and so as long as your score sums to 11, you are eligible. Jesh says, I'm thinking 8 Jungle Cruise, 3 Kilimanjaro Safaris. That is rather bullish for Jungle Cruise. Patel8183 says, I'm going to say 7-4 in favor of Safari for next week. However, it is worth noting that Jungle Cruise has a Weird Al song about it. So, that's something. Harvabo says, perhaps 6 Jungle Cruise and 5 for Safari next week. Little Wolf says, I'm going to say 8 Jungle Cruise and 3 Safari. But I might be biased because I never really go on the Safari ride. That's interesting to me because I always try to catch the Safari ride.
Yeah, because there's only like 4 rides, and especially now they've closed down Disneyland USA.
Randy Whittle 9678 says, next week I will go 7-4 for Jungle Cruise. I prefer the Safari, but the categories fit actual rides more than a cool animal experience. That really surprised me. Our audience seems to think Jungle Cruise is going to win somewhat handily.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We'll have to see.
We're independent judges here. Here's the game. Every episode, 2 attractions enter our arena and face off across 11 rounds. We'll break them down piece by piece from the practical to the magical. Davis and I will submit our votes at the end of the round, with the winner being awarded 1 point. In the case of a tie, we will attempt to convince one another, but in a true deadlock, each attraction will be given half a point. The attraction with the highest score will be declared the better ride. The other ride.
We don't pick favorites here. It's an everybody wins type of situation.
Okay. All right. So with all that, Davis, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Okay, let's get heated. Beginning with round one. Every great attraction makes a promise the moment it comes into view. That first glimpse shapes everything that follows. The winner of this round will be the ride with the best external facade / show building. Do either of these rides have one of those?
I was looking at
Okay.
So
Okay, well,
Jungle Cruise in Disney World has a lot more going on because they knew it was a
you know
hit.
what? That's true.
And from what I've seen, it is one of those ones where you look it up and you don't get the facade right away.
Right.
It's not a great sign. But from what I've seen, I think it fits aesthetically well. I feel like you can see where people are, like where the boats are boarding from a distance, and then there's like a building. It's hard to see. Yeah, you can like just barely. Maybe it's not that great.
Let me.
It's really just like a building that says Jungle River Cruise on it.
That's it.
It's got some aesthetic design to it, But again, it's so hard to find that that's a sign of the times.
I accidentally added something to. I added a custom coded Chrome extension to my web browser, and now everything is broken. So I can't.
Folks, we're sponsored by Extension Plus or whatever you got.
That's the thing, is like I built this. It just broke everything. Can I see this photo? Okay, I can see there's some photos going on here.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, I'm not gonna say Jungle Cruise is like the best show building in the world, but I don't know, compared to Kilimanjaro Safaris.
There's one down here that's by the Duchess of Disneyland. That's the name of the person who posted. And this right here has a really cool facade, actually. And I think that's the Disney World entrance.
Are you talking for Jungle Cruise?
For Jungle Cruise, yeah.
Yeah, I think Jungle Cruise has some cool stuff. Where?
Oh, are we talking about Kilimanjaro Safaris?
No, I'm saying, we're talking about both.
Yeah.
But I would say Jungle Cruise. Like, I'm looking at the Disney World version.
Yeah, that's the one with like the mask and the spears that are above an entrance that I'm saying. Yeah, it's cool. There's some bird cages up top. I love bird cages. I love birds.
It's not nothing. I mean,
yeah.
I like this kind of aesthetic of like like I think I was reading that this just said it's like a Depression era English colonial expedition, right? And
yeah.
Like I think that's like a cool aesthetic.
Yeah, and I think it has to do with kind of a lot of aesthetic heavy lifting for Adventureland, just because it's like kind of especially in Disney World, it's the premier attraction there. In Disneyland, you have Indiana Jones, but we already talked about how that doesn't have much of a facade.
Yeah, well, that's actually interesting now that we mention it. Adventureland has like no real standout facades compared to something like Tomorrowland, where like immediately you're greeted with Astro Orbiter, and then there's Space Mountain, obviously.
Yeah.
Star like Frontierland
is pretty prominent too.
Yeah, Star Tours is cool looking. Anyhow, so yeah, I actually think the Jungle Cruise is like it's charming and cute and kind of fun. And then Kilimanjaro Safaris is like literally a hut.
Yeah, like, it's not quite the aesthetic. Oh yeah, it's
like I think I could build this.
Yeah,
if you gave me some time, I think I could get a pretty
me and the boys
close
some time, we'll get it
approximation
done.
of this. All right, I don't know how much there is to say about that.
I know. The only thing I do have to say about is that I definitely don't have I closed my link to vote on this.
You don't have the.
You have a link you could send me, brother?
Here, check your messages, your iMessage.
Okay. I bookmarked the. Oh, looks like I got a message. Yeah.
Who's it from?
It's from Bob Iger. He's telling me I'm supposed to run the company.
I quit sending the scores to Bob Iger. I send them to Josh tomorrow now. I want him to get up to speed.
And Josh tomorrow said, "We think you guys have gumption. How would you like to plan our next theme park?"
Okay, let's go ahead and vote here.
I've submitted.
Right. 3, 2, 1, and then let's see. Of course, that's Jungle Cruise. So I don't know. Maybe our audience was right to be a little bullish because So far, Jungle Cruise is
so far as a blowout.
Yeah. If this trend keeps up. All right, at the end of round 1, that is a score of Jungle Cruise 1 and Kilimanjaro Safaris 0. Let's move on to round 2. For many attractions, the real journey begins long before you board. The queue sets the mood, builds anticipation, and tells its own story. The winner of this round will be the ride with the best themed line/queue. Kilimanjaro Safaris gets points here because the stroller parking for the queue is like halfway through it.
Oh, nice.
Which like I haven't seen in like any other queue. Like you have to like get your kids out of the stroller and have them there the whole time. So I will be considering that in my vote
Interesting.
here.
This is another one of a great disparity between Disneyland and Disney World, because I think Disneyland's queue is like nothing. Disney World's queue is pretty dang impressive from what I can recall of it. There are like some little scenes. Not like
I don't
scenes.
know. It's all kind of like it's kind of switchback still. Like you're in like it's almost like you're in like a tourist agency or something.
Yeah.
There's like there's like an office. Yeah, you know, there's an office. I mean, there's not like a ton going on there.
There's some birds.
There's some cages. Oh, you know what? There are some birds in cages.
That's kind of cool. Yeah, there's some art. There's some like here you've got the map on the wall and a little gramophone. There's some music of the times, which I like. I always like that. That's true.
I do like that. Yeah, and unfortunately, Kilimanjaro Safari's queue is just like I can't give them too much crap, right? Like they went all out on the ride itself, and it left them with enough money to build a hut, and the queue is nothing with some TV screens every couple of feet. There's just nothing going on in this queue. How would you make the Kilimanjaro Safari's queue better? Like what would you even do?
You'd get the real life hyenas and let them run wild. It's like you're gonna have a moment encounter. No, I think you would want to do I think you would have to have make it almost like a version of the Soarin' walkthrough, but not have the letter the writing be tiny and have you be closer to real animal facts and stuff. I think that could be kind of cool. So it's like,
but Navi River Journey does that, and that's still a miserable queue.
Navi River Journey, I don't even know what to say about Navi River Journey. It does all that and gives you a single animatronic and some jellyfish hanging from the ceiling and expects you to wait 45 minutes for it.
I just call it Pandoran Jungle Cruise.
It's good.
Yeah, so animal facts that could help, and I don't think they do that right now. If they have, I don't remember, or if they do, I don't remember. I guess the most clear parallel would be Expedition Everest.
Yeah.
Right. If you wanted to make museums or something. Honestly, the best thing you could do is have it be those, there'll be rooms at zoos, but I know you don't like spiders, right? But a spider room or
that would be kind of cool.
Snake
lizards or something.
Lizards, exactly, right?
Have
birds,
it be terrarium stuff. Yeah,
exactly, right, cool. Right. That would be neat, right? Just kind of get you excited. Kids would love that. So yeah, you know what? They should have done that. Instead, they did nothing. So I'm going to submit my vote, and
okay, let me pull up the voting. Here we go. Sorry, my Wi-Fi's taking me a second to reload this page.
Okay.
I have submitted.
All right, I see. And of course, that is unanimous for Jungle Cruise. Well, I guess no one, our listeners, all of our listeners, I think someone said that Safaris would.
Safaris more.
Who said that? That's going to say, that was Patel, A183. So maybe he's got to worry. But the rest of our listeners are sitting pretty because at the end of round 2.
All the people with the prediction market odds on callsheet.com for whatever we choose they're freaking out right now.
Okay, end of round 2. That is Jungle Cruise 2 and Kilimanjaro Safaris 0. I just in my spreadsheet where I'm keeping track of this, I have Kilimanjaro Safaris abbreviated to KS, and I have to stop myself from saying Kansas. So I'm gonna
Kansas next Kansas versus the Jungle Cruise.
The entire state of Kansas. Yeah. All right, moving on. That we got round 3. The heart of any attraction lies in how it moves you, literally. The winner of this round will be the ride with the best ride vehicle and ride system.
We already mentioned Jungle Cruise is on rails. I was gonna say, is the Jungle Cruise boat like a bigger version of the Storybook River Canal
It's
boat?
gotta be, right?
Yeah.
Right, because
We went on that
all
the most recent time we were there too. I am not afraid of tiny little miniatures, so I actually really enjoy that ride.
Unlike some people on this podcast.
Yeah.
The creepiest part of Storybook Canal boats, it's the Little Mermaid at the end.
Yeah, with the waterfall.
With the water, and they don't even tell you about it. You're just like supposed to notice it.
That
and like
part is weird. It's like, what are they hiding back?
Yeah,
here?
exactly. Right. That's what freaks. That's why miniatures freak me out. It's like they're trying to trick me. I'm like, what are you hiding back there?
My favorite part of that ride is whenever you see a duck on it. There's always ducks on it, and they're always massive compared to everything. I'm like,
they're always
I
hanging
always
on
wish
Agrabah.
that people would point it out. I'm like,
yeah.
Aladdin versus
I
the
did notice
massive
for the
duck.
first time on that ride, because they don't have anything really devoted to Peter Pan, except there's that little strip in the middle where they say like, and this is the park they flew over. But if you see in that park, there's a little tiny golden Peter Pan statue.
Oh, cool.
Which I'd never noticed before, which is cute. But yes, aside from Storybook Canal boats. Yeah, I mean, Jungle Cruise, like, they really dress this up, right?
Yeah.
And I don't, like, it's neat that you don't, like I was fooled for a long time. I thought they were operating the boat, right?
Yeah.
I think the canopy on it is pretty neat.
Yeah.
Like, it's cool. I mean, but it is kind of a boat. Now, the safari ride vehicle is also just like a big old Jeep.
Yeah, it's like a bus.
Are they actually driving it?
They must be. I feel like, because I feel like driving a bus, like it's like a tour bus. People drive those all the time. A boat, I feel like it's way trickier because you could run into something or.
Yeah, they are driven by human drivers.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Well, that's pretty cool.
I was thinking, you know how like when the Pirates of the Caribbean movies were coming out, they had like Johnny Depp was Jack Sparrow.
Yeah.
And he showed up on the ride. What if they did that with The Rock? If they did that with The Rock, I'd probably be moderately annoyed when he showed up on the ride. I'd be like, everyone, go see my movie in IMAX. Please go see it in IMAX. It's gonna make $1 billion. Like, okay.
Oh, I was thinking about having him on safaris. I'm like, yeah, what if he was wrestling a lion?
He'd probably be like, folks, I'm making a new Kilimanjaro Safari movies. I just saw Oppenheimer. I think we should put this one on IMAX too.
Maybe it's only a matter of time that they're kicking themselves that that movie didn't do better, and they were going to put the Rock animatronic in the ride.
I just thank goodness that movie flopped, because I can't imagine there being there's probably The Rock probably did that at some point. He probably went there. There's got to be some video online of The Rock surprising people. He emerged out of the water because they couldn't hide him anywhere else because he's 9 feet tall.
Yeah, as far as ride, it's interesting because, like, I don't know, what do we even have to say about this? Like, I guess when we talk about ride vehicle and ride system, right? Like, is there anything to be said about Kilimanjaro Safaris that, like, it's straight up not a ride vehicle or ride system? It's just a big old car?
That's kind of how I feel about it. Like, it is just like, it's a big car. You sit in it in a normal way. With the Jungle Cruise, even though I'm, like, not super, I don't like looking at people or strangers and stuff. I don't know. The fact that you're all like sat facing the center can be a little strange, but I do like that there is this like a little bit of a communal feeling to it. And then and the fact that you're on a boat, I think is inherently kind of fun, especially if you're a kid and you don't know what's on a track. Because it's like, how often are you on a boat? You know, if you're a kid, you're on a bus.
That's a good point.
Monday through Friday. So
yeah. Yeah, that's a really good point. That, like, just by nature of it being a boat, that's a little more different than what you do in your day-to-day. I mean, I guess unless you're a boat operator.
Yeah.
Why are you going on the Jungle Cruise? Yeah, like, Kilimanjaro Safaris is neat. That, like, the terrain actually is, like, kind of rough and bumpy. It's like, that's something. But, yeah, like, I don't know. At the end of the day, aren't boats just cooler than cars?
Yeah, I would say so.
I feel like that's common consensus. All right, then we got to submit our votes.
Let me, hopefully it doesn't take 80,000 years to load it. It is taking a little bit of time to, okay, there we go.
Okay. How was your video call quality so good? But you had taken.
I don't know. The Wi-Fi at our new place is worse than our last place. So even though I paid for the best connection.
All right, that is yet another point for Jungle Cruise. So,
Yikes.
Oof, yikes. All right, that is at the end of round 3. That is a score of 3 Jungle Cruise and 0 Kilimanjaro Safaris. And you know what? I'm changing this in my spreadsheet because that is the last time I almost say Kansas. Okay, it's K Safaris now. All right, moving on. Round 4. Stories are the backbone of unforgettable attractions. From setup to payoff, the strongest rides pull you into a world that feels alive. The winner of this round will be the ride that tells the best story. Did we design
like
these
Kilimanjaro Safaris? I really like that ride. I think it's very fun. You wouldn't know it by how we're talking about it currently.
Did we design these criteria in a lab to punish Kilimanjaro Safaris? Okay,
it's because so much of Disney is like, it's these theatrical experiences. So when they do something that is not that, it's really cool when you're there because it is so antithetical to the rest of the Disney experience, which is like, it feels authentic and cool. But then when you are just living your day-to-day life, everything is kind of authentic. So it's like...
I love Disneyland for the authenticity. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Jungle Cruise does not have much of a story.
No,
doesn't
it really
even have a story.
I feel like they do maybe something with the temple you go through in the Disney World version, but it's not really anything. It's like,
you have more hijinks.
Yeah.
Right?
Sure.
Like
there's the headhunters. Did they get rid of those now? They're
I think the headhunters are gone. I can't remember. I know
they used to scare off with the
the pistol.
But we can't judge the new version because we haven't been on it, so it's the headhunters for us.
That's the headhunter. No, I've been on it. I just don't remember what it was, which tells you how good it was, I guess. Okay, so sometimes when we run into this where there's not really much going on in this department, we got to brainstorm. So let's say Jungle Cruise first. How do you punch up Jungle Cruise? How do you make Jungle Cruise have a better story?
You got to have something go wrong halfway through. Like, it's got to be a cruise for the jungle, and then I guess there are like, the piranhas are here, but it's got to be like, no, the motor is giving out in our boat, we're all gonna die. Like, I think if you have to have a mechanism that floods the boat with water slowly and then drains at the very end, so it feels like you're capsizing. And then like. Or you have some peril where somebody's coming to kill you, like some headhunters, but they got rid of those. So,
yeah, I'm trying to think. Like, okay, so you're right. There has to be some measure of peril. You have to, or you have to be looking for something.
Yeah,
right. Like you set out almost like an Indiana Jones type thing. Like, especially if you're like going to look for something, and if it's kind of like a foolhardy quest, like we're going to the temple to retrieve the treasure that belongs to the people. I'll say more rides need something like that, where you are held captive by a malicious party, right? Like that's what the Great Movie Ride was so good at, right?
Yeah.
And like we talked about it with a dinosaur. Dr. Seeker should be the villain.
I know, yeah.
Right, like
they could do that here, where Dwayne the Rock Johnson rises out of the 5 foot water. He's 9 feet tall, and he climbs aboard. Folks, it's Black Adam time.
Yeah, I don't know what you could do here. What would you do for the safaris? But the thing is, like, so they had a story with the safaris, but like, I honestly don't think safaris would be improved by a story.
No, I don't think it would either. It's animals. You're just looking at animals.
You just want to see all the animals. Yeah, I would be frustrated with the story. I feel like it would distract from like the very basic but cool premise of the ride.
Yeah,
we've done this in the past. I feel like you need to award half a point each here.
Yeah, because one's not trying to go for anything, and
the other doesn't really have a story either.
Yeah, I'd be fine with going halvesies on this one.
I think we got to go halvesies here. Yeah. All right. We're going to give it half a point each. Get Kilimanjaro Safaris here on the board a bit. So at the end of round 4, we've got Jungle Cruise 3.5, Kilimanjaro Safaris half a point. Okay. So let's keep going. Let's hope
It's on
that
the
Kilimanjaro
rise.
You know, we've had rides come back from a deficit
We
like
have,
this,
we have.
but it can't afford to lose much more. Okay, round 5. Whether it's a sweeping score, environmental cues, or subtle auditory details, great attractions use sound to draw you deeper into their world. The winner of this round will be the ride of the best soundscape.
Who picked this matchup, man? Neither of the. I mean, occasionally you'll probably hear a giraffe go like "nah" or whatever sound they make.
I think they moo.
Do they moo?
Like, I don't know. Or it's like guttural. Like
like an alpaca or something. Don't they make noises kind of like that?
I don't know. What's going on? Okay. What does it say that when I think of the soundscape for Jungle Cruise, my first thought is,
yeah, they're both loud. Like
they're both loud.
They've not gotten the Autopia treatment that Autopia hasn't gotten yet of turning everything electric, which they should do for Autopia.
Dad was saying they're going electric.
Oh, are they? Okay,
Thank
here's
goodness.
my jumping on the Autopia tangent here. If I was in charge of Disney parks, especially Disneyland, everybody would call for my death because I would rip out Autopia first thing because it's way too much space. And you know what? I would rip out It's a Small World. That's why people hate me. Because it's so big. It's just giant. And there's not that much space at Disneyland. And I'm like, and if you're on It's a Small World and you look up, you're seeing just the straight up office paneled ceiling. Yeah. You noticed it last time with like holes in it where things used to be.
Yeah.
I like It's a Small World more than most people.
Yeah, we went on it. I liked going on it. Our kids actually liked it more than I would have thought. Yeah. That's another one where I remember when they added the Disney characters, like that was like controversial.
Part. Yeah,
but our kids loved that. Yeah. It turned into like a Where's Waldo type thing. No, you rip out Autopia. You don't need to rip out It's a Small World because if you rip out Autopia, you can rip out the submarines.
Oh, good point. Yeah, you also need to get rid of those. Pave over it and put a freaking cosmic rays there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough because the lagoon adds a ton of ambiance, and I actually think it's really cool having the lagoon in Tomorrowland. And I do worry, like I'm less precious about the fact that they got rid of Rivers of America and Disney World. I'm excited for the Cars land, but I do think water really adds to a theme park, and I'm worried they just won't have water. Yeah, so we went on the Nemo submarine ride because I hadn't been on it in years.
We didn't. And we refused. I refused. She kind of wanted to go, but I was like, no, I'm not doing it.
I was like, oh, this will be fun. And it was fun for the first 2 minutes, and then it lasted another 14.
It was like raining the entire time we were there, and I pointed out the fact that you don't even fully submerge. You're still.
I know, right? Yeah.
You can see it.
Okay, so yeah, none of these rides have anything going for them in the sound department. Do we count the music you hear in the Jungle Cruise queue?
I do like the Of the Times music. If my current thought is if a point were to go either direction, it would be going to Jungle Cruise, but just for the queue music. I don't know if we've counted queue music for anything else. Like,
no, you can't count queue music. We already have a thing for the line. That's like saying like, oh, I won my like chess match because the other guy died and didn't show up.
Yeah, right? Good point.
I cannot, in good conscience, award a point to Jungle Cruise here.
Because of the queue music. Saying, here comes the boogeyman. He's going to get you with his hands. Oh, no. That's just the only old song that I know.
What? That's not a real song, is it?
There's a song that's like about the boogeyman. They used it in the trailer for Insidious. Or no, it was like a Sinister 2 or something.
Okay.
Here comes the boogeyman. He's going to get you. Something like that.
I just know Mr. Sandman.
Oh, that would be good. If that was in the thing, I would.
I'd give it the point. No problem.
Away. I think we have to go halvesies on this one.
We gotta go 0 for each. You can't. Yeah, I'm inclined to give 0 points, but all right, I'm with you. We're going halvesies. This is pathetic. All right, do better, both of you. I actually think Jungle Cruise would benefit from a soundtrack, whereas Kilimanjaro Safaris wouldn't as much.
For sure.
All right, that's the end of round 5. Another halvesies. I think it's a score of 4 Jungle Cruise and 2 Kilimanjaro Safari. So Jungle Cruise only has to get 2 more points to clinch it.
Yeah, no, it's getting there.
How do our listeners have a better sense of how these are going to go than we do? um, okay, round 6. The best attractions don't just take you on a ride; they take you somewhere. From the moment you board to the moment you exit, you feel transported to another world, another time, another reality. The winner of this round will be the ride that creates the strongest sense of place, or best sense of immersion. I'm still dialing in the words on this, but we got rid of best technology. We had listeners point out that there's just too much overlap between that and ride vehicle and system, and also the best wow moments. So we wanted to kind of holistic evaluate like best immersion, right?
Mm-hmm. Plus, Kilimanjaro Safaris does not need another point loss, and they would have lost technology for sure.
What if I told you all the animals on Kilimanjaro Safaris are actually animatronics?
Then would you be impressed? Animatronics you've ever seen. They're all cast members in suits.
I freaking hate that I'm gravitating towards Jungle Cruise here.
For immersion, yeah. I mean, again, it's so hard when. Well, okay. How well does Kilimanjaro Safaris represent like the biomes of the places you're going? Because you are in Florida, so it's like, how different is it from like Gator Central?
I mean, I think it is pretty different, right? Yeah. Like, I lived in Florida for like 5 years, and I mean, Florida's a swamp, and they do a good job of making it look like the African prairie.
Yeah.
Right. It's all, I think, yeah, I don't know. Because I was going to say, like, part of what I like about Jungle Cruise is like, that's all kind of tucked away back there.
Yeah.
And then like you go and you're in like the thick of the jungle. Which is really, really neat. Kilimanjaro Safaris, I think there's a little more mystery to Jungle Cruise. Like, I don't quite know what I'm going to see on this ride. Yeah. Whereas with Safaris, like, you obviously are getting what you expect. That's not really what we're judging here. We're judging how well it immerses you.
And I guess with Safari, I mean, we pointed out the fact that they use those moats instead of any sort of like fence or anything, which does make it feel like you are closer to the animals.
You know what?
That's true. I think is a cool effect where it's like you kind of feel like one of those things could charge at you if it wanted to.
Yes.
Even though it couldn't. Versus Jungle Cruise, I mean, they're old animatronics. They're very clearly animatronics. There's no confusing anybody.
Well, and here's what I'll say about Kilimanjaro Safaris too, which is that like you say like they trick you into like thinking you're up close to the animals. There are some animals they do just straight up let you get up close to, like when you're in the prairie. That's right. Like you like they have like a funny name. It's like the bongos. I think it's the bongos, or like there was the springboks. Like they have all these kind of like prairie animals that like you just could do. And I'll say I love that in Kilimanjaro Safaris. Like sometimes your vehicle will just have to stop because an animal is in the path and will not move.
I like that too. Yeah, no, I always like that when they're they have these animatronics. We had that in Storybook River about River Canal, because there were ducks in the way that were not wanting to move, and so
that's funny.
They had to wait for a minute, and then we went past him, and one of them totally got mad and like flapped his wings and splashed us. So,
yeah, what? I don't know. I like the problem is like, is it immersive?
Yeah,
it's not.
That's tough too for me, because especially I keep going back to Disney World Jungle Cruise for some reason. I think the temple section is really cool.
Yeah,
and like you said, it's cool that it does put you in this jungle area. It feels like, even though Adventureland and Disneyland, Indiana Jones, it's obviously the most popular ride, the Jungle Cruise does feel very like. That feels like the heart of that land in a way, where it's like it feels very Disney.
I think these attractions actually have that in common, where they both feel like the heart of their respective lands. And for Kilimanjaro Safaris, I mean like the theme park as a whole.
Yeah,
like it's like the crown jewel of that. And Jungle Cruise is like, it does not get any more Adventureland than Jungle Cruise. I don't know.
What about the magic carpets of Aladdin?
Oh gosh, yes, like a big old spinner in the middle of there. It would. Adventureland in Disney will be improved by just removing that. At least it would free up.
They have the treehouse there.
They do have the treehouse.
We didn't go through the treehouse. We probably should have, because it's cool looking. We went through the castle walkthrough.
Yeah, castle walkthrough is a lot of fun. I always like whatever kid hasn't been on it. I like when they do like that little one where you like look in the window and then like the guy like, pops up like
yeah.
Or does
the
he
walk
or does
through
he
attractions? Whoever the Imagineer finally got his greedy little paws for Swiss Family Robinson and the castle walkthrough.
Yeah, it's all right. You have a walkthrough attraction. It has to be entirely vertical on it.
Yeah.
Like the oh man. Yeah. Okay. I just gotta go with my gut here. I'm gonna submit my vote.
So will I.
Okay.
Right. It is submitting. It is submitting. Why is it? Okay, it's submitted.
That is another point for Jungle Cruise. Oh man.
I was trying to give the points to Kilimanjaro Safaris. I was trying to come up with reasons for it, but I couldn't.
Kilimanjaro's in the course of this has not gotten one entire point. It's gotten two.
It's gotten two half pity points.
Oh my gosh. This
for
is
the
crazy.
failing of Jungle Cruise. Yeah.
What is going on? Okay. Why did we? Yeah. As far as like a immersion, I mean, I'm with you. I just think like it does a pretty good job of like making you feel like you're on like a jungle river safari.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
Yeah, it's cool.
Kilimanjaro Safaris makes you feel like you're on a safari, but it's a
but
little.
You are.
But yeah, but I don't know. Like I think.
Oh, you mean like it's supposed to make you feel like you're in the African. That's the thing.
Yes.
I have never once thought like, wow, I've been transported to another land.
Yes.
My thought is always we are in Florida looking at.
Yes.
And they have safaris like this in other places. I think there are some there's one in Washington. I think I'm pretty sure. So
they have one in Florida. It's called Wild Florida. My buddy was the general manager of that park.
Your buddy was the general.
He was the general
in charge of the army of the animals.
Okay, so I think I already said this, but I don't remember I did. Okay, at around 6. That is Jungle Cruise 5, Kilimanjaro Safaris 1.
Oh no!
Oh my gosh, this is a beat down. Okay, let's move on to round 7. Great rides build anticipation, set up reveals, and deliver big payoffs. The ones bursting with standout scenes consistently leave guests talking long after the ride ends. The winner of this round will be the ride that is the most or best wow moments. All right, Safaris, here's your chance.
This is
like I love the Safaris.
I do too. I think like, because there are moments in Jungle Cruise that are kind of cool. There's like there's like an elephant or a rhino that gets out of the water. Ooh,
yeah.
It's gonna get you.
Yeah.
And there's like
the piranhas, which make 14-year-olds cry.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, their age is gonna get older as we say this. It makes 17-year-old kids cry that didn't want to go on it. But I think. Even as an adult, if I'm on that safari and I see like a giraffe,
totally.
That's just a wow moment of just like, whoa, that is a real life giant giraffe right there.
Yeah, and like, like, and it's also fun. Like we said, sometimes an animal will stop. Sometimes you'll see the animals fighting with each other.
Yeah,
right. Like, it's always fun when like. Because sometimes the guide will miss an animal or won't tell you about one, and like so sometimes the someone in the vehicle will spot it, be like, whoa, like look over there, there's a hyena, right? And like, and I always love that when you're like, where, like trying to find it.
There's big old termite mounds. Those are kind of cool.
Yep, they always know it's a slow ride when they're like hyping up the termite mounds.
Here are the big termite mounds. Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, I think there are so many moments of this ride where I've legitimately said, wow. I love the lions at the end.
Yeah.
They're usually not doing much, but it's a lion.
Yeah.
There's a lot to love about this. Jungle Cruise, I don't really feel like, the backside of water.
Backside of water. There's a wow moment. If there ever was one.
I can't really think of anything on the Jungle Cruise that makes me go, wow. Like, he used to fire that pistol.
Yeah, I
don't remember if he still does it. I like
the moment where Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson hops out of the water. Yeah, keep talking about that. Listen, folks, I've got a new movie coming out. It's called Red One, and it's gonna make $80 million. It's gonna make $1 billion.
I would like, they should put a Dwayne The Rock Johnson animatronic in this, but he should always emerge from the water.
He always emerges from. He's always just hyping up his newest like release. Like it's never like a Disney thing. He's like, I'm in this new movie called The Smashing Machine. It's unlike anything you've ever seen. I stopped taking steroids because of it.
It's my first attempt at a serious role in a long time, folks.
My first attempt at a serious role since The Jungle Cruise. It's like,
there's 18 The Rock animatronics, but one of them is always the real Rock. And it's up to you to figure out which one.
Each larger than the last.
But one time he's poking out of the trees. Hey, folks. Do you remember my movie, The Tooth Fairy? That was before I had the clout to really command more prestigious roles, but it was a key stepping stone in my career.
He's like, folks, we're doing a live action Moana movie like 8 years after the original Moana movie, and I'm playing the same character, probably just because I wanted to do this movie again because it's gonna make $1 billion. We're gonna do IMAX. Okay,
folks. If you look at the box office receipts for Black Adam, you'll actually see that it was one of the better DC movies we released at that time.
It changed the hierarchy of power of the DCU. It changed forever once I was there. James Gunn won't return my calls, but
so I would give the point to Jungle Cruise if there were a bunch of The Rock animatronics. Unfortunately, there are not, so I'm going to submit my vote.
That would be a good way to put a story in there too. It's The Rock getting more and more desperate, realizing he doesn't have the Hollywood star power he once thought he had. I have submitted.
All right. That is, come on, big money. Kilimanjaro Safaris, finally. Yeah. Okay, let's get a full point on the board here. That is going to be Kilimanjaro Safaris 2, Jungle Cruise 5 at the end of round 7. Okay, there's a chance. Mm-hmm. Let's move on to round 8. A great attraction knows exactly how to build momentum, when to speed up, when to slow down, and how to keep you engaged every second of the way. The winner of this round will be the ride with the better pacing. I actually think the Safari has excellent pacing. I think they do a really good job of spreading out the cool animals.
Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna lie, we both thought we're not the hugest fan of Jungle Cruise. That ride feels long whenever I'm on it. I'm kind of like,
Cruise? Yeah.
I get antsy by the end of it because I'm kind of like, there's rides here that I could be going on that aren't this one, you know. It is a long experience.
I also feel like I have a social obligation to laugh at the jokes.
Yeah, we've talked about that before. I don't like, you have to do it, but I'm like, the half-hearted laugh. Man, good job.
Yeah, that's what you got to do, like a laugh that sounds ironic. We go like, ah. Like, you know,
yeah, it's like you have to give a sarcastic laugh, but not a mean sarcastic laugh.
Yeah,
like, to hopefully prompt the other people to give an authentic laugh.
I chastise the people.
You say, laugh. What do you? This is the freaking. You think you deserve to be side by side The Rock? He was just in the Smashing Machine. He gave a great performance. You thought he was going to get an Oscar nod for that. He didn't, but still.
But yeah, the Safari, like, because they hit you right at the beginning with some pretty cool animals. It's like the water animals. They show you like the hippos, the crocodiles, and then there is a kind of like
a
dull stretch when you enter the prairie. But I think they're trying to make up for that with like the fact that these are the animals that aren't behind some sort of moat or fence or something like that. So I really like that. And then, you see the giraffes, and then you see the elephants, and then it ends with the lions. Yeah. Which is sick.
It's pretty sick.
And then there's always like goats at the end. That I find strange.
The goats.
And we have some goats.
Exotic animal there is.
Yeah, I actually like in terms of like if these 26 animals. So like, let me list some of these animals. I love African bush elephant, African wild dog, Ankole cattle, black-crowned crane, rhinoceros. I forgot about the rhinoceros. Yeah, that's cool. Wildebeest. Do they have flamingos in here? Yeah, this isn't even a complete list I'm seeing because they definitely have flamingos in this ride.
Yeah, I feel like 26 seems low.
Or were they saying pink-backed pelican? Maybe no, that doesn't.
Oh,
maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, I actually think they spread all these out really well. Although it would be hilarious if like it's like this section is all the birds, and at the end it's like the lions and elephants and rhinoceroses all live right here together. Like,
it's just all the cool stuff at the end. They ran out of the room like, like we gave a 10-minute extended sequence to the termites and other bugs.
Yeah. That's I always joke at the end of like the Disney fireworks show that like the finale is not an actual finale. Like they just always overbuy fireworks and get panicked and they're like, oh no, we're
gonna light them off. No.
That's what they should have done with the safari. Yeah, as far as Jungle Cruise pacing, I'm kind of with you. Like I'm a little like, okay, how much longer does this ride have left?
Yeah.
Sorry, Jungle Cruise fans out there. Sorry, some Jungle Cruisers. I can't say. This ride always feels a little too long to me.
I know.
That's not.
I was just thinking they could do the Rock animatronic. They could also do a Tom Cruise animatronic because it's his namesake, and they could have a duo. Hey, buddy, I think I can carry a movie just a little bit better than you can. The Mission Impossible movies are still doing fantastic. I don't know how. I can't remember the last time I've seen a Tom Cruise movie. I don't remember how he talks or anything.
I was watching like my buddies and I would do a movie night, and like so we watched like Top Gun Maverick and Mission Impossible, and I was just like I don't think I'm a dad, but I'm not sure I'm enough of a dad for these movies quite yet, right? Like,
I haven't seen. I think I almost saw the first Mission Impossible because we watched it with mom and dad like a while back. I never saw Top Gun Maverick, which people say is a criminal offense, but
I think you needed to have seen it in theaters. I saw it because I just heard so much like, oh, it's so good, and then I watched it. Like, it's good. I like the movie. Yeah. It's a good movie. It's not like this masterpiece. Like it's pretty much what you'd think like a Top Gun.
I know. The only movies I see in theaters now are like I see horror movies that I think will not perform well at the box office, and then I watch Longlegs, I watch Weapons, I like both of those, and then I just watch boring old man. I watched Train Dreams on Netflix. Now that is the most. Nice. That is the most old man movie. It's just like a man who works on a railroad, and that's it. It was really good. It's got like an Oscar nomination for a bunch of stuff. It's super good, but I was like, man, this is an old person movie.
Yeah, we don't see it. I always joke that Lydia and we are the median movie goers. Any movie we see tends to make a lot of money.
Yeah.
So I'm optimistic because I'm psyched for Project Hail Mary.
Oh, and yeah. So, well, maybe I'll talk about after this. I'm like halfway through that book right now. I'm loving it.
Okay, well, okay. So as far as this goes, I'm going to submit my vote.
Yeah, I'll submit mine too.
All right. All right, let's take a look. Okay. Kilimanjaro Safaris. Okay. It's coming back. Oh, thank goodness. Sorry, we shouldn't be this clearly biased. But if we were this clearly biased, we would not have let Jungle Cruise get a 5-1 lead, okay?
Yeah, that was horrifying. I thought we'd have to shut down the podcast.
Yeah. All right, so that's at the end of round 8. That is a score of 5 Jungle Cruise and 3 Kilimanjaro Safaris.
Okay.
Moving on to round 9. From the earliest days of Disneyland, Walt's goal was simple: to build a place where the whole family could have fun together. Some rides still excel at creating those collective moments. The winner of this round will be the ride that creates the best family or group experience. Yeah, Jungle Cruise gets negative points here because it's a captive situation where you all have to laugh at the jokes.
Yeah, that's how I feel about it too. Like I when we did Storybook River Canal Boat, whatever, that's stupid ride. I can never remember that. Story Canal Boats, I think is what it's called.
Storybook Canal Land River Adventure.
When we did that, I was like kind of appreciative of the fact that the skipper doesn't like make any jokes or anything.
That's true. Yeah.
It's just like, okay, cool. I can ooh and ah all this stuff. Yeah, and but yeah, I have a hard time with. I think the cast members put in a lot of effort, and it really is like it is above and beyond the Call of Duty almost always. But I just think me in particular, I've got a very like particular sense of humor, and I don't think and it's weird because I think I like a lot of dry humor, but for some reason, the Jungle Cruise, and it also doesn't. It doesn't help that I've been on that ride 80,000 times, so I know every single joke.
Right.
That's the other hard thing about it. If you stuck Conan O'Brien on that ride, I'd be on it all day long.
That would be funny. And I remember being sad learning that they're not allowed to make their own jokes.
Improv, yeah.
Yeah, it's just it's all pulled from a script. Yeah, compare that to safaris. We already mentioned a bit, but like it's really cool when someone in a vehicle finds an animal, right? And
Yeah.
then you all start looking for it. And anytime you just see the animals, right? Like you come up on the elephants and everyone goes,
Yeah.
"Whoa!" Like, um, yeah, just my kids could take or leave Jungle Cruise, and like
Yeah.
it is one we often skip, but that's usually more a function of how long the line is. This they love the safari. How could you not love the
Yeah.
safari
It's so
as like a
cool.
kid and as a family? And that is something to me where like that makes me like proud as a dad to like I don't know. That's a really fun experience to provide for your child. Like
Yeah.
in one little trip, let's see hyenas and hippos and giraffes and lions and
Yeah.
elephants. Yeah, it's
Also a great
I
way to
love
get
it.
out of the sun. I guess you're
Yeah,
kind of, yeah, it's like a
it
good
is.
rest experience.
Yeah, and it's quite long in a good way. That's another
Yeah.
one. It's very long, but I never feel like it's too long.
Yeah.
In fact, I feel the opposite. I usually wish I had more time on that ride.
Take me around again. Do an Indiana Jones, Le Temple du Péril, and run it all backwards.
Run it all backwards. Yeah, take him around again, like a certain brother who left his other brother in the bathroom. So him and all.
Hey, a certain three brothers that left one brother. We all stabbed Caesar's back in this one, my friend. But I was wondering if we would get to replicate that experience because it was raining when we went on. To be honest,
yeah.
I thought it might be, but there was like 10 people on the line when we got back, and it was like, dang it, we have to walk back through again.
Dang it! I know it's the worst. I was surprised when I took Peter was able to go on it, our 4-year-old, and the very back seat they'll let you put 2 people in the very back seat.
Yeah, yeah.
Which I didn't know that.
I got stuck in that back seat. I got soaked.
Were you there with Cass? Both of you?
Oh
in the
wait,
same
never
seat?
mind. I did not get soaked in the back seat. I got soaked when I was in the second seat from the front, and it was like just it wasn't just the two of us, but I got put in the back because they like even out the weight in the cars, and so they put me in the very back, and I was worried I get soaked, but I did pretty well. But yeah, we were both. She was a seat in front of me, so I had it to myself. But
Well, okay, I'm gonna submit my vote here.
so shall I? I've submitted.
3, 2, 1. Oh, I guess we don't have to count down. Yep, that is Kilimanjaro Safaris. Okay, so what does that take us? Ooh, Kilimanjaro Safaris making a comeback. That is 5 Jungle Cruise and 4 Kilimanjaro Safaris.
Ooh.
Okay, going forward, round 10. Parks thrive on loyal fans, and repeat visitors know the value of a ride that stays exciting no matter how many times you board. The best attractions keep revealing new touches or delivering thrills that never wear thin. The winner of this round will be the ride that offers the most re-rideability.
Disney, you've shot yourself in the foot by getting rid of the skipper improv.
Exactly, right? Like I
That
actually
would
feel
have
like
been the thing that gives this rewritability for me.
Yeah, I feel like they kind of, and it's also one of those funny things. I'm like, what? There's a shortage of improv comedians in Southern California,
Oh yeah,
right?
nobody's looking for work down there. No actors are looking for work around the LA area.
Yeah, I feel like Jungle Cruise almost has like negative rewritability.
Yeah.
Like, I will frequently go years not writing it because it's just I get everything I need out of it like once every 5 years.
Yeah.
Whereas Kilimanjaro Safaris is the opposite. I will sometimes ride that multiple times in a trip.
Yeah, no, I for sure I would do the same because you might see something new. If you don't see something one time, you're like, well, might as well go again. And even if not, it's like you get to see cool animals again. I like looking at animals. I think they're cool.
This is also one where like the animals tend to be really active around dusk, and so like it's different, and it's also beautiful like at a sunset. So riding it at night is very different from, or as close to night as you can get because it's Animal Kingdom. Is very different from riding it during the day. And it's also one after it rains. Sometimes the animals get more excited too.
Oh, cool.
It is one that if it is raining, like this ride basically doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Right.
Nothing's out. Okay.
But like I'm not going to discount it too bad because like there are plenty of rides that straight up shut down when it's raining. So
there's a whole bunch of rides that shut down in the rain in Disneyland, which we discovered because it doesn't rain there often. But like Big Thunder goes down,
Big Thunder,
Sky School, and Credit Coaster go down. Anything that's like exposed, they don't like running in the rain.
Yeah,
Except for
Universal.
Tiana's for some reason.
Yeah. I'm gonna get wet already.
Mm-hmm.
Universal, and I think Disney World, but for some reason I always think about it with Universal. Like anytime there's lightning strikes, it's like 5 miles in the area, like everything shuts down, and they have to go like 30 minutes without a lightning strike, and it's just Epic Universe is just getting hammered because too many.
They gotta put what Epic Universe has to do, or what Universal has to do, is 5.1 miles away. They have to build Lightning Rod Palace. So all the strikes happen there.
It's a restaurant.
All your
purely
food
by the lightning.
Yeah, all your food comes to the table uncooked, and then you just have to hope for a lightning strike, and just. Did you want that one well done?
Yeah, I love Kilimanjaro Safaris. I love riding it multiple times. I don't think there's ever been a single ride through where I've seen everything the ride has to offer.
That's a good point. And also, it does benefit from the fact that there's less to do in Animal Kingdom than there is in Magic Kingdom / Disneyland. But I think I could definitely go on Kilimanjaro Safaris twice. I could handily go on it after I've done both of the animal trails. I'd still be itching to see some more. I'd say that's a good testament.
Yeah, and like you said, it's good to get off your feet. So I'm gonna vote here.
I'll vote too.
What am I voting for? Who knows?
3, 2, 1.
That's going to be... That is, of course, going to be Kilimanjaro Safaris. So, this is the comeback of the podcast. I don't think we've seen it get this dire. Only for, at the end of round 10, for it to be a perfect tie between Jungle Cruise and Kilimanjaro Safaris. 5-5.
All you Kalshi Keiths out there that have bet your rent payments on this. All
right, we got this. Let's see. That's our final round. While our other rounds evaluate clear criteria, certain rides earn a place in the broader theme park canon. Touchstones known and loved across generations and across parks. The winner of this round will be the ride that is the most iconic. And I gotta say,
this one got a movie.
It got a movie, and
it made $1.5 billion, and that's why they let me make Black Adam 2.
I don't think he's from Jersey.
I can't do it. I know he's got some weird voice going on, but it's hard to do.
What can I say except you're welcome? Is that how it goes?
What can I say?
Are you looking up a Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson impression?
No, I was gonna look up how much the Jungle Cruise movie made.
It released during COVID, and so
did it? Yeah, 2021, July 30th, 2021, tail end.
Box office. What did
it made a profit? It cost $200 million to make, and it made $220 million.
No, it lost money
in terms of marketing. But
you gotta make like 2x at least.
Yeah, and $100 million of that went to freaking Dwayne himself.
It said it made $66 million from Disney Plus Premier Access. That's when they would let you pay $20 to watch the movie. This is during COVID.
I thought my financial decisions are bad. You're paying 66. You guys are watching freaking Jungle Cruise early.
There wasn't much to do during COVID, okay?
Yeah, but you have a whole catalog of great movies on Disney Plus, man. You could have watched The Black Cauldron.
Yeah. They're going to do individual lightning lanes, but for Disney Plus movies. It's I want to watch Black Cauldron. It's going to be $6.
There's a wait time to watch a movie now. You have to wait 15 minutes because there's more people who want to watch it. Frick.
Virtual queue. That was one of my projects.
I have to say,
at Disney.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just going to add Disney. That was one of my projects as a software engineer, was building a virtual sweepstakes for limited edition merchandise.
Oh, interesting.
So we did build a line you could wait in to buy something. So
I was going to say we were total sellouts, and we bought the lightning lanes for Rise and for Cars. Rise
we skipped it.
Was the more important one for us. Rise is like a one time for me. I really like it, but just shoot one time, and the wait was always 65 minutes, and there was only 2 of us, so it was we didn't have to pay for a whole giant party. It's okay, let's just do it. Cars I don't really care that much about, but she wanted to do it, so I was let's just go on it.
We had the opposite, where Rise actually closed the first 2 days of our trip, but the 3rd day it was open, and so I'm that's great, we'll be able to go on it. But it was just when I went to book the individual lightning lane, because like it's a scam. I don't like that I pay for it, but it can be nice if like you enter a period where it's like, okay, it's afternoon, all the lines are long. I've got a fast pass for like Toy Story Mania, which isn't good for 2 hours. I'm going to kill time. Individual lightning lane always has an immediate return time. But it was something like Rises was like 90 minutes out. I'm like, I am not paying $25 a person to get a fast pass that is valid 90 minutes from now. So we didn't do it.
Our Cars one was immediate, but we still waited like 25 minutes in the lightning lane line. There's so many people there. I was all like,
that's crazy.
I'm like, you sheep, you're paying for this? I mean, I am, but that's different.
So I'll say like Jungle Cruise is in 4 parks.
Yeah.
It has a ride named after it, or a ride named after it, I guess. They thought it was a viable enough intellectual property to make a movie.
They weren't right. They were incorrect on that.
There's parodies of this. I remember Homestar Runner has a parody of this. Yeah, like Strong Bad. He's got
his voice he does is so funny for that. It's like
it's whereas Kilimanjaro Safari is like, I love this ride.
Yeah.
And personally I might deem it myself the better ride, but like this has no kind of
in fact,
has no pop culture footprint.
Disney World, when they first opened Animal Kingdom, they had to run that ad where they had people saying, "Not a zoo." Remember, it's like, remember, Animal Kingdom is many things, but it is not a zoo. I'm like, oh my goodness. It's like, as somebody who briefly worked in marketing for a couple of years, I'm like, that is the worst nightmare of a task to be given. Like, give us an ad that tells people something kind of negative about what it's like. It's so weird. That's like,
what?
Well,
and your flagship attraction is a zoo.
Yeah, it's a safari. Yeah, that's terrible. Especially because there was like nothing to do there. It's Dinoland USA. Did they really think Dinoland USA was a better draw?
Yeah.
And Cali River Rapids.
Yeah, that's the thing is like I wouldn't even say the Safari is the most iconic ride in the park, and it's not a park with a lot of heavy hitters. Yeah, I thought there might be a potential for a tie here, but just like Jungle Cruise, it's an opening day attraction. It's one of Walt Disney's original visions. Give credit to Kilimanjaro Safaris here, which is more the realization of what he ultimately wanted to do. But Jungle Cruise has kind of permeated the pop culture and has a movie starring one of the best superstars in the world,
Jesse Plemons.
Jesse Plemons. You know what? I forgot about that. Jesse Plemons in the movie.
He is in it, and I do love me some Jesse Plemons. He's a good actor.
So do I. Did you see that movie Civil War?
No, I still haven't seen it.
You should watch it.
Have you watched it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
That director, I saw his first 3. I think he did Ex Machina and Annihilation, which are 2 of my favorite sci-fi movies ever. I think they're like amazing. And then I liked Men. Did you ever see that one by him? It's kind of like a horror one with Jesse Buckley in it. Yeah, it's pretty good. And then, but I never saw Civil War, and he's doing an Elden Ring movie. I saw he's doing that. Oh, cool. So yeah,
nice. Civil War, I liked it. It's it's not so much about. It's a movie about journalism.
Right? Yeah.
Yes,
but it's also of a Civil War.
It's a nuanced take on war journalism in particular. Cool. I was a little nervous.
I think that's why it got like some negative reception. Was that it wasn't what people were expecting? But that's my least favorite criticism of a movie. Is this wasn't what I was expecting? Like, well, you can't. Wow. You have to drop your expectations when you watch the movie, dude.
Yeah. Okay, well let's go ahead and submit our votes then.
It's going.
Go on. I got it. All right. That is Jungle Cruise. So, okay. Final round. That is a score of 6 Jungle Cruise and 5 Kilimanjaro Safaris. So, congratulations, Jungle Cruise. You are the better ride.
Even though I wouldn't go on you over Kilimanjaro Safaris, I'll tell you that much.
That surprises me. That honestly surprised me. Listeners, when you said, hey, you guys were all pretty bullish on Jungle Cruise, I was like, I don't know about that, guys. Like, come on.
But did anybody get it right? I think it was more lopsided. Yeah.
We had 8-3 Jungle Cruise, 7 for Safari, 6 Jungle Cruise, and 5 for Safari. Harv Bravo, come on down.
Harv Bravo, he's been a actually
he's
I assume it's a boy, but he's watched a lot of these. He's commented a lot, I believe. So
come on down. You are the second official ball knower on the Please Remain Heated podcast.
There we go.
It doesn't really come with much, but it comes with this
Davis
doing a little dance for you. Yeah.
From Monsters University.
Yeah.
When we saw the parade, I hoped he would do that so bad. He was dancing up there, Sully was, and I was like, please, I did it. I was like, please do this dance from the movie.
I know. Why doesn't he do it? That's a good Sully dance. So that's what you get, Harv Bravo. That for right now, that's the official prize for being an official ball knower. You get a dance from Davis. Okay, you know what? I'll take
podcast ever hits 1 million subscribers, you'll get a custom Sully jersey.
All right, that's a promise. Take it to the bank, Harv Bravo. Okay, well, you know what? I'll take it. I think, look, I think it's no secret we like Kilimanjaro Safaris better. Yeah. But you know what? I think a 6.5, that's not crazy to me.
It's pretty fair. And again, the criteria definitely seem, at least the first like 7 criteria were definitely in favor of actual, rides with animatronics and stuff versus just a real to life experience. But yeah.
And 2 tests where both rides did so poorly they
we had to give half a point each. Yikes.
Okay, well, one day we'll see how those match up against different rides, because this was this was interesting. Yeah. Anyhow, okay, so next matchup is going to be Incredicoaster versus Rock and Roller Coaster, which I'm excited about. Both great coasters. I think Incredicoaster, look, we love you, California Screaming, but I think
but Incredicoaster, I was not really skeptical, but I hadn't been on Incredicoaster, and I like California Screaming. I was impressed. I assumed it would just be, I thought it would just be a new coat of paint on it, but it has some cool moments in those little tunnels. They use those to a good effect.
Yeah, I like.
And some onboard audio that is at like the quietest volume ever. Like, it was so quiet. I was like, I can't hear what they're saying. I wish I could.
My son David loves it, and the very first trip he was old enough for it, he got to go on it like 6 times just by nature of like, because like we would get fast pass for the whole family, but half the kids couldn't use them, and unfortunately that's where his expectations are calibrated. He thinks any trip where he goes on Incredicoaster fewer than 6 times is a failure of a trip. So we got on it twice this last time. Anyhow, so we say that's going to be the next matchup. We do think next week we're going to try something new. We'll keep you posted on that, but we will be back next week. We're going to keep up with the spirit of the podcast in a kind of debate ranking system, but we're going to try something a little different next week. But the next time we do a matchup, it will be Incredicoaster versus Rock and Roller Coaster. So thanks for tuning in, folks. You can always email us at contact@pleaseremainheated.com. You can comment here on the video or on whatever audio platform you're on if you want to get in contact with us. You can check out Davis's main channel, Davis Morgan. And as always, any aspiring software engineers may check out the Book Overflow podcast for all your software engineering book needs. Thanks, folks. We'll see you next week.